All right, there's guys out there who want abs so bad. So they do a bunch of cardio. They eat extremely strict to where for dessert they may only eat like dark chocolate, and generally throughout the day they try to eat the minimum amount possible. And they are absolutely terrified of putting on fat. Yet they just can't seem to lose that fat and get their abs to show. Whereas there's other guys out there who decide, okay, I want to get shredded, I want to get abs, and they seem to do it pretty effortlessly. I'm going to talk about what I think is the difference here and how we can be in the latter group. Without further ado, let's dive into it. I remember vividly being in my old house, right? And anytime someone would ask me, like, hey, do you want any dessert? Like my mom would ask me, hey, you want any dessert? I would be like, no, I'm cool. And I would just have dark chocolate. Anytime I would have to go out, I would not really look forward to it because I knew that meant that I would have to eat out. And when I eat out, I try to eat the minimum amount possible because I thought, oh, all outside food is bad. I wasn't tracking calories at this time, but I was just trying to eat the minimum amount possible. Also, as you can imagine, at this point, I had a problem with binge eating because I was restricting myself so much. When I did slip up and say I had one donut, I'd end up eating 6 donuts because like, oh, the day is ruined. Might as well have a cheat day. And then in the morning, I would be like checking my face like, oh my God, did I put on fat? And it's feeling puffier. And I was like a hypochondriac, right? I think that's the right word. And I was doing like insanity in my basement just trying to get abs. And frankly, I made little to no progress. I did not get abs that way. Now, before we even dive into anything else, I want to touch on an important point, which is these influencers online who are like, oh, do my program to get abs, bro. Just easy peasy program, 22 days to get shredded, bro. No counting calories, no nothing. 22 days and you're summer ready, bro. It's like, no, take that thought, throw it out the window. We don't listen to those people, all right? Look, they're trying to sell this pipe dream. They're trying to sell this fairy tale to us that, oh, it's super easy to do and you don't need to count calories, don't need to put in any effort. And the reason for that is simple. Because saying or selling a program like that is, much easier to sell and they get more views that way, right? So, okay, what's the practical advice I can give? Firstly, if you're in a similar situation to where I was, where you're trying to get abs and the aesthetics, that's what you want, and you're underweight for your height like I was, don't even focus on cutting right now. Focus on putting on muscle, right? If you keep on cutting, you're going to look a little something like this. I'm not going to dive too much deeper into this concept because I've talked about it a lot in previous videos, but trust me, you want that foundation of muscle. Now, I'm going to tell you the secret exercise, the number one secret exercise to lose fat. All right, it's super secret, so I got to huddle in. All right, check this out. Fork put downs. Look, I know counting calories is controversial, but I'm just giving my opinion and showing what worked for me to get from point A to point B as fast as possible, right? And for me, none of this other things that I tried, like, oh, eating dark chocolate, oh, cutting out carbs, and look, none of that worked for me, right? Counting calories is what got me from point A to point B as fast as possible. So that's what I'm trying to express here. I'm just trying to express what practically worked for me to give me the result as quickly as possible, right? So that's why, to me, counting calories is non-negotiable. Has to be done, right? So I counted my calories, and when I started doing that and then started being in that calorie deficit, that's when the fat started coming off, right? And the two problems I would say that I see usually are A, people aren't in a calorie deficit, but they think they are. That's where counting calories is important. And second, just lack of patience. Look, just because you're in a calorie deficit for a week doesn't mean all the fat is going to go away. Some days you'll plateau, some days weight will be higher, some days weight will be lower, but you stick with it, stay patient, that fat will slowly but surely come off. Now, I want to end this video off with a very important point, and that is be kind to yourself throughout this process. You've decided to embark on this journey, this beautiful, positive, but very difficult journey, right? And it's going to have its ups and downs. But I can say by far this has been one of the most rewarding journeys I've ever taken in my life. I remember before absolutely hating everything about the way I look, from my face to my body, everything. I was so like I literally cannot put into words how insecure I was. And it's not like all my insecurities have gone away. It's still something I'm slowly overcoming. But I remember I was about to go on a date a few weeks ago, and I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, damn, I'm looking pretty good, and fitness was able to do that for me. So stick with this process. By far, fitness has been one of the most life-changing things, journeys I've ever embarked on. And I hope it'll be that for you as well. But it won't be a completely linear process. It'll have its ups, it'll have its downs. Don't be too hard on yourself throughout this process. Be kind to yourself. Stay positive. I'm confident you can achieve your goal. But frankly, what I believe doesn't matter. What you believe matters. So I hope you believe in yourself too. Now, I just want you to imagine for a second. Imagine that you take this advice, you run with it, and you're not banging your head against the wall, trying different things anymore because things are finally working. Imagine that you've achieved your goal physique, right? And you're looking sexy, you're looking good, you're getting compliments. Maybe you have some vain goals like I did, because straight up, I definitely had vain goals, right? I wanted to get more attention on social media apps and dating apps, and also honestly, I wanted the compliments because for my whole life, I felt unattractive. Never really felt like anyone was paying attention to me. So it was nice to get complimented. That's just the truth of it. So just imagine that. You're looking sexy, you're getting compliments, you're getting attention on the apps, the dating apps, whatever it may be, right? And perhaps most importantly, you look at yourself in the mirror and you're proud of this physique you've built through hard work. Imagine that. And that's the journey you're on, right? I wish you nothing but the best. And I hope you have an incredible fitness journey. I truly think this will be one of the most life-changing moments in your life if you stick with it. And that's all I have for this video. Ultimately, what I want here, I want this to be our positive little community where we help each other, support each other, and help each other get to that next level in life. So please come join our community. I'm going to leave my Instagram, TikTok somewhere here. Please do support as well. Please do like, comment, subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Peace.